I'm a repeat offender to myself.
Hello, hello, hello. Woo. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's a quality crowd, of course. Our favorite kind on ReW WhO. And Marlowe is the Who today, but he is primping and getting ready as usual with his glitter treats. And I'm going to have to get the show on the go. So today is June 22nd, and thank you all for staying in touch with us. We are having a transition with ReW WhO, but we're still here. We're not going anywhere. We're just going to change our course a little bit. So today is it is Chocolate Eclair Day, but I did not bring the chocolate eclairs because it's also National Onion Ring Day, and that was a lot easier to bring. So we do have onion rings for our guests when they share their skeleton from the closet. And what else happened on this day? Let's find out right now. The New York Met, Anthony Young ties record of 23 straight loses on this day. Huh. Can you imagine being known for tying? That's like Tied for Last. We know a band named Tied for Last, and we love them. They're like one of our favorite friends on ReW WhO, and we've played gigs with them many times. So I think we should tell them that happened on this day. This is also, just because it's, you know what we love on this show, 2 skeletons were excavated in Yekaterinburg, ID'd as Tsar Nicholas II and his wife. Can you imagine that? Excavated from a very long time ago. It doesn't say, but I don't know even where Yekaterinburg is. Does anybody know where that is? Has anybody heard of that place? Billy Joel performed a concert at Yankee Stadium on this day in 1990, and I actually was at that concert. I was there. I was. And I was pregnant out to here at that concert. Yes, and my daughter claims she was there, and she kind of was. And here's Marlowe, the fabulous Who. So grab a mic. All right. Are you primped enough? Are you primped enough?
Yes.
All right. So
Yes.
Florida on this day passed a law which prohibits wearing a thong bathing suit. Can you believe that? That was in 1990. I don't think that they what's the word when you make a law like happen, like
Practice it?
no, there's another word. What's that legal? No, execute. It's not. It's some word that you should know and I should know.
Legislate?
No, that's not it. I'll remember.
Appropriate?
No,
Take
nobody
it.
knows it, so I don't feel as dumb as I should.
Delegate?
No. There's a no. It starts with an E, I
Exercise.
think. No, but it's close.
Exercise?
It's
Extra diet?
maybe that's it, but I doubt it. I don't know. Nobody knows. We're always,
Banana sack?
yeah, we're all in this together. I love. We should take a HQ test. I was gonna
Well,
say
they did do that to us.
IQ.
It didn't last. Because
IQ,
they go
right?
around naked now.
Yeah, it didn't work.
They didn't like the cheeks sticking out. Now they got the ball.
Yeah, the longest game in Toronto, the Yankees beat the Blue Jays 8-7 in 15 innings. Could you imagine sitting at that game? Tom Seaver retired after third try with the New York Mets on this day. Smuggler's Blues by Glenn Frey peaked at number 12. Can you believe that? It only peaked at number 12, Smuggler's Blues. I wouldn't mind peaking at number 12, would you?
No.
Let's go peek at number 12. Monty Python's The Meaning of Life
Yeah.
was released on this day in France. In France it was released. Yes, oui, oui.
France.
Manhattan institutes on this day the bus-only lane. Fuck you! We all ride in that bus-only lane and just pray we don't get caught, right? I know. No, it takes up space, but I mean the buses do deserve a lane, but they don't stay in that lane. That's the whole thing.
The buses
The
don't
buses
care
go wherever
what
they want.
anybody's doing anyway.
So
They're in their way.
Yeah, stay in your lane, buses. No, they need their own lane. Prince Chuck and Lady Di, Prince Chuck, get that? Take Prince William home from the hospital on this day. From hospital, yes,
Well,
yeah.
they were really cool back
And
then.
now William is on baby number 3. Yeah, he's following after, I don't know whose footsteps. John McEnroe exhibits a disgraceful act of misbehavior at Wimbledon on this day. Oh, that McEnroe. He was fun.
What did he do?
Then he married Tatum O'Neal, and his life really went to hell. I love her, though. I love Tatum O'Neal. Mark David Chapman pleads guilty to killing John
I
Lennon.
just saw John Lennon.
Ay. Chapman pleads guilty. Good for him. Little Richard quits rock and roll for religious pursuit on this day. That didn't last. Smart man. It didn't. He came back, didn't he, Little Richard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Confusing.
So I guess he gave up religion because he realized rock and roll is really the savior.
You see him singing "I'm So Pretty."
He is.
I was like, okay.
I heard Little Richard wasn't he the original?
Yo.
Wait, who started metal?
Like the started metal?
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Didn't I
No,
learn that?
like the father of metal?
Yeah, didn't I learn that at your lecture? That your
It was
panel?
well, Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry was one of them. Not the
Oh,
same,
yeah.
same,
Little Richard.
but definitely Little Richard.
Little Richard is he's the original.
He's a rock star.
I mean, would you be dressing like this without Little
Rock
Richard?
and roll.
Probably,
I've
right?
never heard of him.
You never heard of Little Richard?
Tutti Frutti! Tutti Frutti!
There you go. Walt Disney's The Rescuers was released on this day. Aw. Godspell, I love that, was opened on Broadway on this day. George Harrison, see this throws me. George Harrison releases Living in the Material World in 1973. You got that, Madonna? Do you believe that? Do you remember his Living in the Material World?
Yeah.
Does she just copy everything?
I
Yeah, that's George
Yeah.
Harrison. He should sue her, right?
Yeah.
He got
Right.
screwed, right?
But she ripped off Marilyn Monroe.
I love Madonna though.
It's not the same song.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Which is lame.
President
Okay,
Nixon
please.
signs the 26th Amendment on this day, changing the voting age to 18. He wanted more people to vote for him, right? Tricky Dicky.
Oh, it
Here-
didn't matter what you voted, he was gonna win.
Yeah, that's like, I'm not going there. Here Come the Judge by the Buena Vistas peak at 88.
I thought that was
From
Flip
Laughing,
Wilson.
right? Oh, Flip Wilson. I guess he took it from here.
Yeah.
Well, one of them
Here's
took
the
it
guy.
from one of them. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf opened on this day. Little Stevie Wonder releases Fingertips on this day. He was 13 years old. Little Stevie Wonder. The Beatles record Ain't She Sweet, Cry for a Shadow, When the Saints Go Marching In, Why, Nobody's Child, and My Bonnie in Hamburg on this day. See, they only did cover songs.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. You
I'm
remember
not
that?
old. I'm not old.
1961, silly.
I am. I'm
Oh,
not
shut
old.
up.
I really
Shut up. Class.
We had that album.
You were just born.
I was
Class.
Daddy's
Class.
girl.
Class. Shush. Class by Chubby Checker. Peak at 38 on this day. Anybody remember that song?
Class.
We did
Class.
have that.
Class.
Class.
Gene Rayburn and Dee Finch. Their show premieres on NBC Radio on this day. Wasn't he the host of Match Game?
Yes.
Yes, but that was a lot later. Lou Gehrig hits 3 home runs in one game, and Ruth hits 3 in a doubleheader on this day. Good for them. First Zeppelin with passengers sets afloat
I
on this
remember
day. Harry Houdini married Bessie Ronner on this day. The game of lawn tennis was introduced. Yeah. Lawn, when you play on grass.
Oh.
Yeah, like Wimbledon. The first boardwalk, the first broadwalk, Carls, was invented in America on this day in 1870. Did you know that? And Henry Hudson, this is wild, and his son set adrift in Hudson Bay by the mutineers in 1611.
Is that a band?
Henry Hudson, that's how we got the Henry Hudson Parkway.
Is that how we got Hudson River?
Yes, it's after Henry
They
Hudson.
got stuck there for
They
a
got
while?
sent adrift. Does that mean they were sent off to sea?
A mutineer.
What is a mutineer? Anybody know? Look it up.
It was a band.
I think they played at Sidewalk last week.
Birthdays today. Lacey Goranson. She was the Becky on Roseanne. I don't know which Becky because that Becky had 2 Beckys.
Oh.
Well, one of the Becky's birthday is today. Carson Daly's birthday is today. Tracy Pollan, also known as Mrs. Michael J. Fox, his birthday is today. Gary Beers, he was in Excess. Oh God, that band! You just have a broken heart for them, right? He was doing that thing that Keith Carradine, right? Didn't they do the same?
Erotic
David
asphyxiation.
Carradine, one of those Carradines.
Yeah,
It's
kind
in
of
the
a weird
NXS thing, right?
Weird.
I know. Derek Forbes, the rocker from Simple Minds. I had to add him because we're friends with the drummer from Simple Minds. I wonder if he knows his bandmate's birthday is today. Maybe. Bobby Valentino from the Fabulous Poodles. Does anyone know who they were? But that name is just so wonderful. The Fabulous Poodles. Freddie Prinz. It's his birthday today. Alan Osmond, one of the brothers you've never heard of. His birthday is today, so we'll celebrate you. Poor thing. Brothers, yes, the brother of, Johnny and Marie.
They didn't even
They
make
stole
Dollar that one.
everything, right? Meryl Streep's birthday is today.
Wow.
Yeah. Lindsay Wagner, the Bionic Woman. Todd Rundgren's birthday is today. Hello, it's you. David Lander, the actor Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley. Squiggy's birthday is today. Don Henley's birthday is today. He was probably so pissed off that Glenn Fry's song peaked at number 12 on his birthday. I bet he was. It's like, fuck you. No. Don Henley, I heard he's not always so happy. Howard Kalin's birthday from Flo and Eddie, the Turtles, happy together. Ed Bradley, we all know Mr. 60 Minutes, his birthday is today. Chris Christopherson's birthday is today. You know who he is, right?
The Rhinestone Cowboy.
No, that's Glenn. No, Chris Christopherson, he was in A Star Is Born with Barbara Streisand.
And he wrote me and my
Bobby McGee, yeah. Bill Blass's birthday is today. Not only was he the fashion designer, but he was Mrs. Nancy Reagan. Joseph Papp's birthday, and Paul Frees, the voice of Bullwinkle. Now, angels, big angel, George Carlin. I love you, George.
I miss you.
Ann Landers, Pat Nixon, is an angel. Fred Astaire is an angel. And Judy Garland, rest in peace, are angels with us today. So, Marlowe, you ready to do your thing? Yeah? All right, so let's come back with Marlowe Takes Manhattan.
With Paul Anthony.
We'll be right back.
ReW and Who. Again.